If you have a pool that the water's barely coming out, I'll show you what to check. Lots of pine needles, a little smaller stuff. There's only two reasons why the jets slow down like that. This one, it's a variable speed. Even if it's on high, it seems a little bit low for you. Check the pressure gauge, you might need a backwash. Or, like I said, if you have pine needles, your impeller's probably clogged. So you're gonna turn the pump off. You see all that smaller stuff in there? That's gonna get through all the baskets. So we're gonna have to put a skimmer sock on. That'll help. And I'll link this stuff down below. You put them on your basket. Well, this is the old one. This is a weekly one. Picks up pollen and a bunch of smaller stuff. It's going to get through all the baskets. To check this, just turn off the power. It doesn't matter what pump you have. It's just this is a Pentair. It's a little harder to check if you have bigger hands, but you got a small hand, be good. So make sure the power's off, and if it's very little speed, just turn it right off at the breaker. Take the basket out. Lots of debris, and that's getting past the skimmer basket. And you can see all the debris in there. So I can almost guarantee it's not a backwash issue. So it doesn't matter what pump you have. See that opening down there, the suction? Put your hand in there, way in there. The Pentair is harder to do. And if you feel anything right in where the impeller is, you'll feel it right around it. Most of the time you have to take the motor out to get to the impeller. You won't be able to clean all the stuff out. So the Pentair, we take this off, this back part, is we're going to take these there's 4 bolts. There's one on the other side. There's 4. One here, one on the other side, right there, and then on the other side. We're going to take those off. Just put this off the side. You don't want dirt on the thread. After you get all 4 bolts off, you grab this and just wiggle it backwards. So right away I see, without looking inside, the pine needles. Let's see what it looks like inside here. A bunch of stuff. So what we're going to do next is, there's a couple screws here. Take those off. Okay, once you get that off, just remember how this goes. Take a picture if you have to. This is the top. So there's the 3 screws. Pull this off. So all the stuff jamming up in there. These gaskets here, grease that up. I'll link down below the grease that I use. So grease this all up, grease this up. This is brand new, but once you take everything all apart, just grease it up since you have it all apart. And you just clean all this stuff out. If you have to take a hose to it, try to be careful. So clean this all up. Use a blower, whatever you have to use. You can use a blower in there. Clean it up as best you can. And then use those filter socks. So once you have it all cleaned up, remember how this goes back and put the 3 screws back on. Okay, it's all back on. Remember this here, grease that up, make sure it's all clean. Grease this up too. So the trick is just use your fingers to catch it first. because you can wiggle the back. Once you catch them, then go to the next one. So do all 4 just with your fingers. Because the moment it catches, then you're good. You don't have to wiggle it too much. And you just tighten them back up, just snug. You don't have to over tighten it. Okay, once you're done that, get the water back in. So the water's back in, basket's back in, lid's on. Turn the pump on. If there still seems like there's not good flow, you might want to take this top dial off. All these screws right around, there might be a whole bunch of leaves and everything just in the top of this.